Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh, dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye. It doesn't look finished. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carlo the Swordmaster. Frankly, we were afraid not to. The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Ooh. You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It would. I can tell you no more. If it's
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
it can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes,
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty. Keep up the good work, buddy. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again, too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Bye. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Huh, never seen one of those before. Never seen one of those before. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Welcome to my shop.
Hiya. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Eeh! A spider!
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
You look like you're having a good time.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget. Most of this serial number has been rubbed off. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. If 1 monocle is good, 2 is better. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. The scroll work is nice. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Stay away from my mom.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Remind me never to eat here again. Pleasantly scorching hot. Active little guys, aren't they?
Stay away from my mom.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mom.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the
Sure.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make...
Okay, thanks. Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Lane can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that. But it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFleur catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find Barbie LaFleur?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.